Farazan C6. Wait, unironically, you're fucking cooking right now. Farazan C6 would go hard as a hyper bloomer. You're fucking cooking right now. Started a new account now. Who do you pull for? It depends. Like if I cared about just long term stuff, I don't think I'd pull anyone until we get Columbina leaks. You can always go for Lauma on a rerun if you want. And we don't know yet if Columbina is gonna be a character whose like meta purpose is to increase the DPS of non-cry carries as a support, or if she's gonna be supposed to be a carry herself. So yeah, or maybe Durin. Maybe Durin is enough of a like Molani buff or something like that. I don't know. But I definitely wait until we know more, because like the characters they're releasing right now are all good, but not good enough to really justify going for them over the other best stuff. And I expect that to kind of stay the case, at least for the like lunar focused characters until Columbina. And then Columbina's either gonna make it so that you want, like if she's a carry, she's either gonna make it so that you really want to have like Lauma or Nefer, or if she's a support, she's gonna make it so you really want to have Flins. Maybe she reduces Flins' Nefer reliance, or maybe she just increases that Nefer team a lot, like that Flins plus Nefer. Right, like they. The way I see it, there's like three main options for Columbina, right? They either make her replace, either make her a carry, either make her a character that uplifts the current teams, or they can make her a character that replaces current teams, right? So what I mean by that is like, say Columbina is like an attack scaler that snapshots and has like good buffs and whatever. I could see Eon-san being about as good as Nefer on a Flynn's Columbina team, right? Because Nefer would not do anything for Columbina's damage, just for Flynn's and for her personal damage. But Eon-san would buff both of them, right? If she's a carry, right, you would want Lauma or Nefer, and you would not care, or like you don't want Flynn's Nefer, right? If she uplifts current team, you want either pairing right now, right? So Flynn's plus Nefer or Nefer and Lauma, right? But if she replaces current teams, you would want Flynn's or Nefer, and you would kind of be like, for Lauma / Nefer, right? Like they will probably still, even if she doesn't have good synergy with Lauma and Nefer, I still expect Lauma and Nefer to be the best characters in, if she's a support, in Flynn's Columbina teams. But it's gonna be like 130k Flynn's Nefer Sucrose Columbina, 122k Flynn's Eon-san Sucrose Columbina, right? And so the value of pulling Lauma and Nefer would be a lot lower if that's the way they want to go with their character design. And so it's really difficult to be confident about which of the current non-cry units are gonna be the most impactful in the long term, because it just really depends on what they want to do with Columbina. She could also just be ass. Like, she could also just be dog shit, and then, like, whatever, do what you want. That's the fourth option. Or she could, like, the fifth option, just not be a lunar-focused character, or be focused around lunar reactions we don't have yet. But, like, the point I'm making here is that when it comes to lunar teams, I think right now it's very difficult to be confident in what is the best thing to pull. And you're probably better off just waiting. If you can afford to wait, like if you're already clearing your content, right? If you're not a really new account that basically doesn't have anything yet, I think it's a much better idea to just wait until we see what Columbina does before you decide on who else you want to go for. At the end of the day though, even like putting aside Columbina, like Flynn's Nefer is still gonna be a pretty good team, right? Like 105 to 110k DPS is good. That's a good team, right? Like that's not bad at all. It's just that we're starting to see a lot of teams that are able to get to that point. So is it worth your primos over other things? Well, that's up to you. Is Nefer better than Sino? Yes, much better. Went from C0 to C2 Lauma at 15 pity. How much will that help my future Nefer? I'm a little bit. I'm sorry to hear that. But okay, I will say. Lauma C2 is like not that good for anything other than Nefer. So at least there's that, right? Because it basically just it doubles the effect of her burst and gives you 40 Lunar Bloom damage. But her burst isn't that significant of a team DPS increase on anything other than Nefer teams. And then the Lunar Bloom only really affects Nefer teams as well. So at least there's that. Right? We can check, maybe here, how much of an upgrade it is. I don't think I have it yet. What changes from the C2? It's just the burst stats, right? Nefer C2, 41. Nefer C1, 21. It's about as much as a constellation, as a one constellation or say on Nefer to get C2 Lauma. Nefer 1 is the same, it's around the same, yeah. It's her burst to the DPS also after V3 nerfs, yeah. Because it's not just her charge attacks that got nerfed, her burst got nerfed too. You have 200 less attack now. The attack pretty much only did something for the burst. Why aren't you interested in pulling her anymore? The main reasons why I wanted to pull for her were, one, I wanted to go for a Nullcry team. 2, I thought she looked cool. And was there any other major reason? I guess at first, I thought that her kit design could be interesting. With the like separate stack system for Verdant Dew and for like her bloom count, whatever, right? But like, honestly, I don't need a Nod Cry team now that I already have Lauma anyways. Not gonna change that much. I did not like her in the story. I thought her characterization was really boring. So that aspect is gone too. And her kit isn't as cool as I was hoping it would be. The way she uses her bloom count is really boring. So like all the factors that were making me want to go for her are kind of just gone. And then like with the first V1 impressions, before we got her animations and like her rotation length stuff, I thought she was gonna be very strong. And I figured that I would want to get her for that reason. Right? If she was gonna be as strong as my first counts would have indicated, I probably would have just been like, yeah, you know what, I'll get her anyways. But she's not nearly as strong as I was thinking at the time. So now I'm like, meh. I kind of just lost all the reasons to go for her. I wonder if you could change any unit to any element you want, or if you could change any unit to any 4-star unit to Electro, would there be a character that would be better at hyper blooming? Xiangling duration isn't that good either. Like the cooldowns are kind of awkward. Unironically, it might be. I know. I'm talking about 4-star characters only right now. Cause like I'm trying to think if we even have 4-star characters that would work well. PMC, no. PMC's got some fucking big issues just in general. PMC just feels like ass to use, honestly. Charlotte? Aren't Charlotte's hits like too slow? I think it's too slow. And the duration isn't that high either. Xinyan. No. Shield duration is also a problem. Farazon C6. Wait, unironically, you're fucking cooking right now. Farazon C6 would go hard as a hyper bloomer. You're fucking cooking right now. Yeah, but the tracking would suck ass. What's Goro's burst duration? Okay, never mind. Okay, unironically, Barbara, thoughts? Right, because like the base duration is 15, but it gets increased from this to 20. And Sac Frag is the only Sac weapon that gives EM. Then why not Singto? Because if I say Singto, people are gonna be mad at me. But yeah, obviously it would be Singto. Sure. But no agenda posting today. C6 Candace, duration isn't long enough. Honestly, I'm kind of noticing. Oh, you know what? It would be Lila. 100% actually. Not even close. Yeah, it's 100% Lila, actually, now that I think about it. Most definitely. 100% Lila. Yeah, 100%. Lila would go really hard as an Electro unit. But her shield breaks if you build full EM, not if you don't get hit.